Hey everyone, I'm Scott from HeyUGuys, and we are here at the UK premiere of Rocketman, the biopic of Elton John, on this lovely blue carpet, as you can see. Join us on HeyUGuys for all the action.
I will miss the day-to-day of preparing this film with an incredible group of professionals and an incredible group of artists. Never have I felt so privileged to go to work in the morning. Every day was a joy. The atmosphere that Dexter created on set was beyond anything I could have hoped for or expected. And I did expect it because I did Eddie the Eagle with him and I know what kind of set he runs. But this is just a whole another level. People really love this process. I don't know. I mean, it's never especially low-key and it's never especially relaxed. You know, the guy lives life at 100 miles per hour and certainly did when he was, you know, during the sort of 70s, 80s, especially before he kind of grabbed the reins of his life and got things under control. But in terms of performing as him, it was great, it was wonderful, and I've got the crystallisation of all that in the film there to enjoy. It was incredible. You know, you work hard, you put your best foot forward, you try and create the best version of the best film, but you know, you never really know how it's going to be received. And Cannes, especially with that rich cultural heritage, all of those incredible films that have premiered there, to have the reception we got was beyond anything I could have dreamed of. Maybe your song? I do that one live in the film, so yeah.
Taken a long time, but I think it's wonderful. Cannes was a big thing for us. Being it shown there and get the reception that it did and the reviews that we have, we can now come here in London and really enjoy it. And the momentum is fantastic. Everything has kind of fallen into place so beautifully, which is everyone's worked so hard on that, and I'm very grateful for it. So tonight is all about enjoyment.
It's a celebration of a wonderful life, and I hope it gives people a sense of hope. If they're feeling, you know, going through a hard time in life, going through a difficult time, it's all about redemption and all about, you know, with the support of others, and you can take your life and you can bring it in a wonderful direction.
Not really. I mean, I change favourite songs from every 5 minutes. I think the key song in the movie, at the beginning of the movie, is your song and I Want Love. I Want Love just threw me. I didn't know it was going to be in the movie that soon. But your song, the sequence when we write that song is magical.
Impact. I'm not sure. I mean, I sing Tiny Dancer like all the time in the car. That's going to be a big one. I was at a concert and he did dedicate Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me to me. So I think that's probably going to be my big one. My favourite moment, I think, was the first scene I shot with Taron when they first meet. I love working with Taron. That was a really special. It's like one of those things you read in the script, I don't piece it through, and then at the end of my lunch, the Dexter says, "Oh, you can sing, right?" And I was like, great. He's like, "Don't worry, we'll fix it." I was terrified to meet him. He's a living legend, and then in a second he just disarms you. He's such a nice, kind gentleman. Hopefully, I like to hope the audiences are going to take something of Elton's story, which is, despite all these terrible things that happened to him and how hard life's been, the Elton we've got at the end of the day, the man who still performs now at 72 for 3 hours on stage each night, still looks at the world with a really positive outlook and finds out the beauty in it. And hopefully that's what we can take from this. Yeah, that was a really special moment. And then being on the beach with Elton and Taron singing together, that's kind of up there, one of the best moments ever.
Elton John, your relationship with him, his music, are you a huge fan?
I wouldn't say I was a huge fan, but I certainly, as we all did, you know, you can't not have grown up with him because he's so prevalent, and you know he has touched. Apart from the fact that he's also, you know, the manager of the Watford, the relationship with Watford Football Club, which my brother's a huge fan of, and I'm very sorry to see them lose. But he touches the hearts in many ways of lots of people, and I just think he's a very, you know, I think there's a reason for that, and I think is that his lyricism and his musicality has transcended the years really, and he's always kept it alive and very vibrant.
I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about Long Shot, which I absolutely loved, and you were fantastic in, and you make everything. How much fun was that, given that you'd gone from doing something like Mowgli and Planet of the Apes? That must have been a great rush for a great thrill.
It was really good fun. I had such a laugh doing it, and they were, you know, Seth and Charlize were just awesome. They were amazing to work with them, and it was really good fun playing a character that was sort of completely disguised in a different way.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. And obviously, I mean, Planet of the Apes is finished now, but for you, I mean, you've got stuff going on in Imaginarium. We're still waiting for this second Tintin movie. What's next for you? What are you planning?
At the moment, we're working on Animal Farm, so that's so I'm directing that, and that'll be coming out. Also filming at the moment A Christmas Carol with Guy Pearce for Tom Hardy's company and Stephen Knight's company, Hardy Baker and Son. So yeah. So it's kind of busy time.
Yeah. Do you think we'll ever get to see a Tintin sequel? You think that's kind of dead now?
I'm sure that it will happen at some point. I know Peter's definitely very, very keen on doing it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I have to ask you that finally, are you looking forward to seeing Star Wars? Emperor Palpatine is apparently coming back, is there room for you to return?
Who knows? I mean, hopefully.
We'll wait and see. Thanks very much for your time. Always a pleasure. Cheers. Tell us a little bit about reading the script for the first time and just seeing what Dexter was going to do with this story.
Yes, no, I read the script and I was a last minute addition. I was cast 6 days before I was on camera. So I knew I had to read the script quickly, and of course that was no problem. I spoke to Dexter immediately afterwards for 2.5 hours, and it's written by the same writer of Billy Elliot. It's a beautiful, very authentic, kind of extraordinary story of someone who is an icon, and it's using his music, so it's a blast as well. So I was so excited to be a part of this.
Did it give you much time to kind of research into his mother and the history and stuff like that, or did you kind of learn that as you were going?
Well, part of me actually signing on, I had a few questions, and for me it was important to, of course, speak with everyone who was involved with the production. But, they had also been involved in the development of the script, and I saw what was on the page, and I really wanted to hear from people who weren't involved with the production, who knew her. And, it was kind of wild because it really it painted a picture of me of an extremely dysfunctional relationship, not explicitly abusive, but extraordinarily damaging. And so that was something that just kind of like instantly hit the ground running, landed, drove to Abbey Road, recorded this song, and then it's just like phone calls and letters and meeting up with people and trying to really, understand. And there were rewrites because of that as well. Cool, thank you.
Has listening to Elton's music changed since you've made this?
Has my relationship? I mean, of course, it's deepened. It's deepened incredibly. Okay, bye. I mean, he's an icon. He is a legend. This is someone who is a child prodigy. Like, he is Mozart in the modern world, and to be a part of telling his story, especially because he's involved in the film, it's such a celebration. That was just a tremendous privilege. And it's a musical, and it's a fantasy, and it's a blast, You know what? I think that first and foremost, this movie is a blast at the theaters. It's emotional, it's poignant, but it's also hilarious and really surprising and incredible. I mean, it's extraordinary, the fact that it's not only telling the story of his life, but it's using his music in order to tell the story. So it's like a concert or a Broadway show and a movie, it's everything in one.
There's an incredible idea with this film that it's full of fantasy, and there's a bee just dancing around you there. That's good luck. We try to make things as expansive and exciting and as dynamic and magical as possible. But there's one particular moment where Taron as Elton sinks to the bottom of a very deep swimming pool, and he sings Rocketman on his back while he's at the bottom of a 15-metre pool. I'm sure I won't be the only person to tell you that when you ask that question. He will tell you that. But all of it is an endeavour to try and create the most magical, fantastical experience on film that we possibly could. Elton's an incredible man in so many ways, and he has this amazing back catalogue of music that we all love. It's kind of like the soundtrack to our lives, really. I just hope that, that people take away the kind of flair that he has for life, the kind of love of life that he has. And, he's had his ups and downs, and there's lots of good takeaways, but really it's like the highs are really great, and he's a survivor. And that's a good feeling when we get to the end of the film and he pulls through. It's a tearjerker. All of them are incredible. We had this amazing opportunity to look at them again in a new light, you know, reimagine them, which Elton gave us his complete blessing on, which was lovely. I'm very, very proud of I Want Love. It's a really lovely moment. It's very understated and beautiful, and Kit Connor plays the young Reggie, sings amazingly, and Bryce sings, and all the actors bring so much to it. But so I think I Want Love is one of my personal favourites. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me is another very special moment with Taron. But I am biased, but they are all good. They are all amazing. It is, fortunately, when Matthew Vaughn, the producer, and David Furnish phoned me and said, okay, this is it, Taron Egerton as Elton John in a musical, I was like, where do I sign? You know, how do I get to be part of that? And so he kind of came already. They have a relationship already, and Taron and I had worked on Eddie the Eagle, and we'd had such a great time, and we were looking to find something again, and this was just the magic aligning of the stars and stuff, and so here we are. It's amazing.
Elton John. Very simply, I mean, his story, his music, his life, his humour, his ups, his downs, pure cinematic. Genius. Not really, it was just the only thing was to do his music justice and to fit it all into 2 hours, but no, it's good.
Can I ask you about the can reaction as well?
As nearly as crazy as the movie. It's fantastical and over the top, yeah, so it's amazing. I'm proud of the whole thing. I really am. There's not a moment I'm not happy, so I think, yeah, I'm thrilled with it. It's the movie that we wanted to make, and people seem to like it. So and Elton loved it. So when we had finished, we showed it to him, and he loved it. And it takes a lot to get me very nervous. I was terrified, but thrilled that he loved it.
What's your go-to?
Well, your song obviously is the first one I ever heard as a kid, but Benny and the Jets is in my head at the moment because when we remixed it, it's in my head. So Benny and the Jets right now. Pure entertainment, ups, downs, great music, great performances, and a great escape. As I said, yeah, if it's worth 2 visits.
Yeah, it's a little bit daunting at first, you know what I mean? But Dexter created a lovely environment and just made it feel nice and relaxed, and it was nice and easy. And Taron's a wonderful actor. He's magnificent in this, you know what I mean? And a really lovely lad. Rocketman. No, tiny dancer. Well, you get very nervous. Because he's a legend and he's an icon. And when you're playing somebody that he knew from very early on, do you know what I mean? And he kind of gave him that first little step up the ladder, somebody who he has a soft spot for. Yeah, it was a bit of a challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey